Check 1 2, hello, my name is Derek Porter, aka Wigsby, and hey, it's been a while, but it's time to revisit Similo. I'm going to try to incorporate Similo at least monthly moving forward, because Similo is near and dear to my heart. But I did technically, run my experiment of making it my, the game that I was trying to sort of feature on my channel, and while I enjoyed myself, I did not experience as much engagement and growth as I was hoping. So I'm going to continue to do Similo, obviously, but the reason I did what I did is there's a few reasons for logistics in the the season of life I was in, but also I was sort of running an experiment where I kind of want to figure out the secret to doing board games on Twitch. So and so I was just kind of running some experience, like, well, hey, there's some, video game streamers that, build communities around a single game. And so I was just sort of thinking maybe Similo could sort of fit that bill for my channel. But all that to say, I'm so glad that we're here and we're going to play. I think Matt is up first for giving clues this evening. So let me go ahead and get that game going. We'll get that on the screen here in just a moment. But let's see here. Alrighty. And alright, so looks like we'll be doing clues from wild animals on spookies. So here we go. We've got the Yeti, the swamp monster, the Oni, the Yuri, Cthulhu, the werewolf, the ghoul, the demon, scarecrow, haunted doll, Frankenstein's monster, and evil scientist. So, all right, Matt. It is Spooky's deck is one of the greatest, yes. And hello, Dance and Desi. Yes. Like I said, Similo is never going to be gone. I just need to diversify kind of what I'm doing, or just I want to offer a variety. Speaking of which, I am still putting the finishing touches on my planned schedule for October. I will try to be, last year I sort of experimented by doing a spooktacular type deal. I'm going to try to do something similar this year. I just realized that the iPad is like horridly cropped. I wonder why that is. But I'm going to just fix that real quick. I mean, I haven't used this in a while, so I wonder why it's doing that. Oh, it's probably from like awkward guess or something. That's probably what happened. Anyway, that's better. Much better. Okay. Yeah, I have not done this in a while. I need to get the poll ready before we start. Boy, I'm really out of it, huh? Okay, awesome. Alrighty. So, first clue. It is not like the albatross, bird, mainly southern hemisphere. It eats cephalopods, fish, crustaceans, and offal, organ meat. All right, the poll is open. So, if you need a refresher, how we do this is we just number the cards left to right, top to bottom, 1 through 12. So 1 would be the Yeti, 12 would be the evil scientist, 6 is the werewolf, 7 is the ghoul. And feel free to just type your vote directly into the chat. And my little poll tool here is going to tally everything up for me. But I don't think there's a whole lot of this actually here at the moment, so I might not even need to use the poll for the first few rounds here. Yeah, I think Desi might be our only guesser, so I'm going to go along with you. We get rid of the swamp monster. So, because of the fish bones and stuff in the background, I like that. That makes sense to me. So, remove that. Hey, we're good to go. Moving on. Okay. New clue is in. It is not like the flamingo. Bird, mostly piscivore. The color pink comes from beta carotene in the crustaceans and plankton it eats. Okay, so it's not a pinky thing. So I'm kind of eyeing maybe the haunted doll there. Poll is open. You can go ahead and cast your votes at your leisure. But I'm feeling like maybe because of the pinkness, getting rid of the haunted doll. We don't really have any other, like, birdie things. I mean, the demon has wings, so I'm kind of thinking maybe that. All right, Desi's thinking, hey, Games of Fire's here. Welcome, hello. Desi's thinking 3 and 10. Yeah, I'm with that. I would have been good with the demon just because the demon has wings, but I think either way, it's good. If one of those was the secret card, he'd probably make sure we weren't going to get confused between the demon and the Oni. So we'll pull those, and hey, still good. Okay, third clue is in. Pulling 3 cards this time. It is similar to the bat. Oh, maybe I almost killed this then because of the bat wings. Or maybe it's saying that it's nocturnal. Let's take a look. It's a mammal, insectivore, everywhere except Antarctica. It's the only mammal capable of true and sustained flight. Okay, well, maybe we do want to hold on to that demon. I was ready. I was tempted to get rid of the demon in the last turn because of the bird wing thing. But, But go ahead and drop your votes in the chat. I kind of wonder. I mean, to me, polar opposite. Oh, it's tricky. Oh man, I think the ghoul could be a safe pull at this point. Ghoul, maybe the scientist. Dancing Desi likes 7 and 9. So the scarecrow and the ghoul. I can get on board with that. I like that. Let's give that a go. Okay. We got to do one more, though. I was going to say Cthulhu, but then I looked at Cthulhu's background. He's got, like, the swirly clouds background, and the bat has, like, the sonar lines going. So I'm like, maybe not. And want to keep the wolf because it's nocturnal. Maybe get rid of the Yeti. Hey, Ann, yes, I will still do Similo streams. I'm just, like, right now, there might just be once a month. Not necessarily always on the same night. I will put them on different, like, well, I mean, We're doing Similo at the end of the month, this month, and probably next month on the 30th, the day before Halloween. For that Saturday morning, it'll be Saturday morning, my Saturday morning Jackbox stream. We're going to debut the home-brewed streamers, expansion Similo deck that Meeple Grande made. So, I know, I'm working on trying to find some friendlier times. I'm going to start in October. I'm going to start doing board game streams on Friday at 4 p.m. Mountain. So hopefully, so it's early evening for me, or late afternoon, early evening for me. So hopefully, I can get folks that can't do the late night stuff. But yeah, all right, Dancing Desi, I'm with you. Let's go ahead and pull the Yeti. So those 3 gone. Oh no! Oh, we were not in tune. I'm pretty sure it had to do with stats. Yeah. If there's no vampire, a ghoul is the bloody. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, let's see here. There's no queue, so if you want to fire up another game, Matt, go ahead. Ooh, yeah, the giraffe and the llama, that would be hard. That would be tough. Animals in general are kind of hard to mesh with anything. I find the myths deck to be really hard to mesh with other stuff. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, myths. Myths, yeah. Particularly doing myths with spookies is hard because one of the sort of things we tend to do when we have myths involved is using the, with myths deck they have monsters and not monsters. Well, in spookies almost everything is a monster. So it's kind of hard to not look at things that way. But yeah, if anyone wants to give clues, go ahead and fire up a game. Matt, if you're up for it, you can go again. Because there's nobody waiting. Games of Fire, go ahead, fire up a game if you want to do clues. Okay. All right, yeah, we'll give Matt another try here, and then I've got a game from Dance and Desi. We'll do that one next, and then Games of Fire. You go and fire one up, and we'll get you in too. Okay, here we go. This is Matt giving clues. We've got the Invisible Man, the Wicked Clown, Krampus, Yuri, Skeleton, the Gray Alien, the Werewolf, the Boogeyman, the Scarecrow, the Yeti, the Gremlin, the Gargoyle, and we're getting clues from myths. It looks like, so we're gonna go for it. All right. I kind of like, we've got like a lot of uniqueness, I think, with this spread. Like, we've got, one horned critter with Krampus. We only have like 2 jagged teeth characters here. Well, I guess the gargoyle has jagged teeth too, but gritting teeth anyway. Let's see. Really, I think we've only got like one sort of undead of the earth critter with a skeleton. Yuri's kind of ghostly. All right. First clue: it is not like Echidna, which the mother of many terrible monsters, including Cerberus and Lernaean Hydra. Okay, so if it's not like Echidna, we should find something that is like echidna. We do only have one like blatantly female character on the board at the moment. We've got Yuri. So I'll go ahead and open up a poll if folks want to start voting for which cards to remove. That is open. You can start firing off votes at any time. I personally kind of like maybe pulling Yuri. I mean, we don't have anything else that's really like a spawn of monsters. And I can't think of what it would be, but... The only other thing I can think of is the blue eyes of Echidna. I don't know if they want, if he wants us to focus on that, where we could be pulling the boogeyman or the skeleton maybe. But I feel like Yuri might be kind of safe. Oh, the clue is it's not like Echidna, mother of many terrible monsters, including Cerberus and the Lernaean Hydra. And I was thinking we only have one blatantly female character on the table, and that's Yuri. So I thought maybe that could be a safe vote. Yeah. Possibly. Does anyone else actually want to vote and play along with Games of Fire? And okay, yeah, there's Games of Fire. I just want to kind of know when voting is done before I move on. Excellent. Okay, we're all in agreement. We're going to pull Yuri. And that was a safe pull. Good job, team. Oh yeah, after this round I'll another little community channel announcement. Alright, so it is not like Dionysus, the god of winemaking, religious ecstasy, and theater. His main symbols are the thyrsus, and grapevine. Okay, so bearded and has some foliage in the background. So with the beard, it's very similar to Krampus. Boogeyman's got some foliage in the background here, some trees there. I don't know with the leisurely reference, could that be something for the clown? I don't know. But let me go ahead and get the next poll going here. Go ahead and start sending your votes when you're ready. Oh, you're probably playing it on the computer, right, Matt? So yeah, on the tablet it's not a big deal, it's just another tab. But yeah, it makes sense for mobile because you don't want to, you know, the extra confirm keeps you from accidentally confirming something when you didn't mean to. It is not like, is it cut? Oh, is it cut off? It is cut off. Oh my gosh, sorry, no one told me. Let me fix that. Yeah, I don't know why this is doing that, but that should not be. Wow, yeah. Let me just uncrop everything for this. Okay. Oh, this I do want crop for the left and right. But yeah, I can bring this more. And it's definitely cropped way too much on that right side. So whoop. That must have been, for some reason, I mean, this is my scene for Similo, so I must have accidentally saved over it. That must have been like when I did Awkward Guests or something. So strange, so strange. Okay. There we go. So now the clue should be a little more plain. Hopefully. And it could probably come down even a little bit too. Okay. Alright, well let's just, I'm gonna save this right now. Save as Similo. Okay. Yeah, I wonder how that happened. I must have just done something. So, all right, what are we looking at for removals here for the second clue? Looks like 3 and 11. I think that works. I'm down with Krampus, and I can get behind the gremlin as a pole as well. I think that could work. So, here we go. Still good. All right. Woohoo. Alrighty. Another thing I thought that could have been a possible pull with Dionysus is because of the, you know, flabbiness. Maybe it could be the Yeti. A little bit. Let's see. Third clue is in. All right. It's similar to Ares, god of war. He represents the most violent aspects of battle. Okay, so we do have some red glowing eyes. The skeleton has a sword, so maybe that's why we should keep the skeleton around. The werewolf is definitely ferocious. You know, very, probably, you know, one of the most warlike ones on here. So let me get the poll going for this round. Boom. Poll is open. Okay. So as far as ones to keep, I think maybe maybe the alien could go. Another thing unique about Ares is it is a head covering, but Dionysus kind of had that head covering too, but I mean that might be going down the wrong path there. I just realized I have my tool set up for last time I used it for pictures, I think. Well, so yeah, 6. Jeffra, I did not see your Discord message. I apologize. Oh, well, I have the last one you sent me. Yes. Oh, but the one you posted in general, you have no power. Oh my goodness. Are you okay? Yikes. No power. Does 2 have red eyes? Not necessarily. They're definitely not happy eyes, but they're not colored red in that sense. Yeah. After living in Florida for a couple years, I had I kept a I bought this lantern. Actually, it's a lantern my wife got from like her old job for one of her milestones for being there for so many years. But it's this really nice LED lantern that has detachable plates. That's definitely a good thing to keep around in a like, you know, shelter in place kit kind of thing. Oh, good. I'm glad you're getting some peace of mind, because yeah, that is not good. How long have you been without power? And why is... Oh, sorry, I had the grid. I was looking at a clue, and then I got distracted. My apologies. Yeah. Oh. Well, living in the Bay Area, I assume... I mean, you probably have at least some earthquake stuff. Like, I know for earthquakes and hurricanes, you want to keep like a 5-gallon bucket just on hand to for flushing your toilet. So, you know, if you don't have water, you can flush your toilet. Yeah, well, I mean, I remember when I was in Florida, living down way down south end of Florida. It's like a every thunderstorm, I lost power. I don't know if it was the neighborhood or that's just how Florida is. But okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna get rid of. I like getting rid of 8, though it is glowing eyes. And then let me just backtrack a bit. So yeah, it was like 10 and 6. It was 2, 10, and 6. So yeah, 2. Actually, yeah, we'll do 2, 6, and 10. So we'll do those. Those are what the votes would have said. So pulling those. Desi, I see you popped in the Discord. My USB bus is having some issues, so it kind of flickers a bit. But if you're concerned about the delay, it should work. You should still be able to hear me and stuff too. So. Okay, yeah, that's round 3. And you are free to, if you'd like, Karen, I see you popped in the Discord as well. You're free to speak in the Discord if you want. You shouldn't get an echo or anything. So, all right, new clue is in. Similar to Jason, hero and leader of the Argonauts, he is famous for the quest for the Golden Fleece. Okay, Scarecrow, maybe, because of the gold, golden. It's a bit of a stretch. It is. We do have another horned critter here. Let's see. Ryan. Oh, hey, Ryan from the Whole Cards here, and thinks we should go 1, 7, 8, and 12. So, oh, and Misty's here as well. Hello, hello. Yeah. Has horns. I'm kind of thinking we need to hold on to the gargoyle, but I like, so The common thread. I didn't have the poll open, so I have to do this manually in my head here. So 8 is a common thread between everyone's submissions. Looks like 7's another one that's okay to get rid of. And 1. And then we're a little wavering on whether or not... yeah, there's some... It's between like 5 and 12. But I think it looks like we all want to keep 9, which is the scarecrow. So I don't. Ooh, boy, I don't know. Because of the horns, I'm hesitant to get rid of the gargoyle. But I don't know. But I think most of you think we should. The skeleton, yeah, I see the similarity with the skeleton as well. I'm not discounting the skeleton. But, okay. Alright, let's see. How loud is Matt gonna groan? Oh, we made it! Well done, team. Way to go. The only reason I was hung up on 12 was because of the horns, but I felt this was a bit of a stretch. Uh-oh, he does not like the pair we've left him with. Well, I feel like there's some stark contrast. I mean, there's bone, death, and then the scarecrow in a garden, so there's life and death. Oh, it's not like Pandora. Hey, that's pretty good because there are skulls on her card. Maybe we get rid of the skeleton. But it's the first human woman created by Hephaestus. She opened the jar containing all the evils of humanity. I feel like, we've got the wispiness there coming out of the eye, so it's like, I feel like we should get rid of the skeleton, right? Well, Games of Fire wants to get rid of the scarecrow. Oh, you meant 1. Okay, yeah, so I think we're all in agreement. We're going with the skeleton. How we do? Sweet! Hey, great! Way to roll with the punches there. Awesome. Alrighty. Oh, you had Hermes, the winged helmet, and the Minotaur horns. Figured they would eliminate Gargoyle and leave the Scarecrow with his hat, like Ares and Jason wearing hats. So, hey, but you had Pandora, and Pandora worked out just fine. Okay, let's. I'm gonna hop on over to. Let's get Desi going on some clues here. Oh yeah, now this box doesn't fit either. Wow. I did not. Oh boy. I thought I was ready for this, y'all. My apologies. One thing is black magic is amazing, but you're at the mercy of their software, and so I have to do everything manually in. There we go. Okay. All right, let's get Dancing Desi up on the table for some clues. We are going to be doing, if it loads. Okay, we're going to be going Spookies on Fables. Here we go. All right, so Fables, we've got Peter Pan, Dorothy, the Wicked Stepmother, Fairy Godmother, the Genie, Mangiafuco, Little Mermaid, Pinocchio, Robin Hood, Queen of Hearts, Alice, and the Huntsman. And oh, hey, Misty, since you're here, I have I just recently acquired a physical copy. What? Oh my gosh, the whole card! Thank you for this subscription! Thank you kindly. I just they just released a reprint of Draftosaurus, so I now have a physical copy of Draftosaurus, and whoa, look at this, Bonzinator! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, hello, Sweetonic! Rolling with Cornus 34! Atticus 13! Gerald with one R! Hello! Did I miss anybody? I apologize if I did. We are playing Similo. And I mean, okay, Games of Fire, Draftosaurus, the Dino Meeples in the physical copy, they're not like solid wood Meeples. I mean, they seem to be a bit lower quality. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, they perform fine. It's just like they're not like I was expecting like the glossy wood, I guess, and they're a little, I don't know. They seem to be a little thinner. But whoa, gifts going out to everybody. Hello, wow. But I wanted to say, if you're playing any Draftosaurus on Board Game Arena for the feedback, get the expansions, because I got the 2 expansions and they're kind of cool. So, pretty jazzed about those expansions. Wow, Ryan, thanks so much for gifting subs. Let me just real quick. We'll give a shout out for the whole card here. If I can do this right, yeah. And also, let me shout out Bonzinator for the raid. Thanks for hopping in and saying hello. We are just about to start a game of Similo. It does not take long, so if you would like to stick around and play around with us, you are more than welcome to. It won't take too much of your time. Y'all are playing Jackbox? Awesome. I love Jackbox. I'm pre-ordering as soon as payday hits. I am pre-ordering Party Pack 8, and you better believe it that on launch day I will be streaming that. So, we all know that not every Jackbox game works great, on stream, in a Party Pack, but we will try them all. But if you would like to be a part of that, you'll need to sign up in the Discord, because I want to keep, because it's a new release Jackbox game, the trolls are going to be out in force. So the games will be closed to long-standing friends. It's just long-standing friends of the community. And then if the audience, I don't know if they're going to have the audience, the Jackbox audience widget updated right away or not. But if we get audience trolled, then we'll just have to, play the game in a closed space, which is fine. But yeah, they've done a social deduction one before, which I never get to play. It's called Push the Button. Like when you read the description, it sounds like you're playing Among Us, but I never get to play that one. But yeah, they are adding another social deduction game and a new trivia style game too. So pretty excited about that. Yeah, I think push the button might be one of those that you want to be physically in the room or all watching each other on a Zoom or Discord call or something. So, okay, here we go. First clue is in. It is not like Frankenstein's monster. And in case you didn't know, it's from the 1818 Mary Shelley novel, made from corpses that commits violence out of anger and despair. And let me get a poll open. For those of you that have not played Similo with me before, just in case, or you haven't done it in a while, because it's my first Similo in a month. I haven't done Similo weekly for a while now. But I have opened the poll, so right now you can vote which card we should remove from the array based on the clue that was given. Number the cards from left to right, top to bottom, 1 through 12. So 1 is Peter Pan, 6 would be Manjafuko on the far right, top right, 7 is Little Mermaid, and 12 would be the Huntsman. And vote for the card you think we should remove. And then my poll, I tally the votes in the poll, and I will remove that card. And then I don't personally vote. I just serve as the tiebreaker if we have to break a tie. So, but so far we've played 2 games, lost 1, won 1, and we've been pretty much in unison for deciding what cards to pull tonight. So everyone wants to get rid of the genie. Okay, so it shall be. There we go. Genie's gone. And I just realized I need to go into poll and change the number of things you can vote for. All right. Fix that. Boom. Yeah, we pulled 5. It was a good poll. And all right. Desi's ready with that second clue. It's not like Krampus, Central European folklore, a companion of St. Nicholas who punishes children who misbehave. By the way, Horrible Guild has been kind of quiet about this, but this time last year was when the Spookies deck was released. It came out in early October, so it's around this time. And they stated that the animals and wild animals decks were being released momentarily, and they kept getting pushed back because of, all the issues and what's going on in the world right now. But they said that the physical copy of the Spookies deck would be available the following year, which will be this coming October. They haven't said anything about it, so I'm hoping it still happens, but so there should be a physical version of the Spookies deck out sometime soon, hopefully. All right, so I see you're kind of we do tend to fixate on Krampus's horns and beard when we give him a clue, give him as a clue here. Excuse me. So I've got the poll open. And yeah, we got to pull 2 cards. Oh, yeah, tricky. So yeah, maybe Beards. I do notice that Robin Hood's got the same kind of like chin covering there. So it's pretty similar in my mind. So I think that Robin Hood could be a safe pull. Well, as far as Krampus, like, I can't. I don't know a whole lot about Krampus folklore, but from what I understand is it's kind of like a, dark minion to Santa. So yeah, someday, like I said, the amount of effort I put into Similo streams has kind of gone down because I just don't do them as often as I used to. But sometimes I would blow up the images of the cards, and there would be a rotating slideshow above my head here for all the cards blown up in in full size, so you can see them better. Don't know if that helps you on a phone still, but I wonder if Wicked Stepmother, like what Jeffers said, that maybe it could have to do with character. Because Krampus is a agent of punishment. And so maybe 6 definitely. He has to mean children. So, but looking at what y'all have voted, is the vote not? It didn't go. Sorry. Submit your votes. It's open now. You can always text a speech. That's what I do sometimes when I'm on my phone or iPad for Twitch. Six and 9. So just we could just go straight for the beards. There are 2 beards on the board. That's yeah, 12 does have a possession, not a beard. Well, according to the votes, the 6 is the clear front runner, and we've got an even split between Robin Hood and the Huntsman. If I have to break the tie, Jeffrey's just a rebel. If I have to break the tie, I will break it for Robin Hood because that beard, it's the same pointy beard. It's the same pointy beard. So I'll break the tie in favor of Robin Hood for removal. Here we go. Hey, still alive. We're still in it. Yeah, we do have a lot of, like, it feels like we have a lot of heroines on the board, and so it might be hard to differentiate which ones to get rid of. All right, third clue, it's not like the evil scientist typical of 1800s Gothic novels will not stop at anything to complete his hubristic experiments. Dead is dead. I just recently rewatched Young Frankenstein. Oh yeah. It's still all very new, but if you are on TikTok, Board Game Geek has a TikTok account now. And right now all that we're doing is just sort of fun little sweeps of setups of games. I put my sweep of the Draftosaurus with the expansions up today. It's nothing. I'm still trying to figure out exactly, you know, how to engage with TikTok. I'm sort of turning into an old man in that regard. But anyway, if you are on TikTok, Board Game Geek now has a TikTok channel. Oh, Anne's heading off to bed. Thank you for hanging out and playing, Anne. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Good to see you back. Or glad to see you made one, even though this is really late for you. So. One thing that I notice is, and so, you know, like some folks mentioned, might not be able to see very well on small phone screens. The posture and pose of the fairy godmother is very similar to that of the evil scientist, with the sort of hunched over hand coming across the chest there. I mean, do y'all... She's doing the same thing. And she's holding her wand, and he's got an open hand, but it is like the same posture. Things on head, as far as that goes, we do have a few. You know, like, other than being blatant hats, we've got like the sort of like partial tiara thing going on with the Queen of Hearts. Pinocchio's a tiny hat. We've got like the seashell tiara on Little Mermaid. Maybe. Yeah, I personally would submit we should remove the fairy godmother. They both have the same kind of posture. And maybe... I mean, we do kind of have two sort of elderly characters. The huntsman, I don't know if they could be considered quite as elderly as like the wicked stepmother or not. I'm not sure. But this could be a stretch. I don't want to jinx it. But we could also consider removing Pinocchio, because Pinocchio is a construct much like Frankenstein's monster, and we have the previous clues to kind of lean on that as well. So far with the votes, though, it looks like I think Games of Fire is the only votes we've got so far. But she thinks we should do Wicked Stepmother, Queen of Hearts, and the Huntsman. Yeah, too many headgear. I agree, Matt. Headgear is probably is a little too widely distributed to lean on as a clue. Oh, you meant Fairy Godmother instead of Queen of Hearts? Is that, I assume, Games? Fucking Fire. Yeah, I think we should get rid of the Fairy Godmother, hands down. So, in fact, I am good with those three. I'd be willing to swap Huntsman with Pinocchio, but I'm not. I mean, I feel like Pinocchio is a great one to have for round 4 as a safe removal if we're having some confusion. So, all right, here we go. Still good. Oh, I'm sorry. I did misinterpret, and I should have pulled the Queen of Hearts. I'm sorry. Yeah. Not doing Similo regularly. I'm a little lax on my managing the poll. My poll skills. Do you still have lights on, Jeffra? Do you still have power? Or are you just still on cell service? Alright. It is not like the Wicked Clown. Though present in 19th century, it became popular in the 1980s. It loves to frighten humans. Alright. So, pointy hat Pinocchio. I think Pinocchio is a safe poll. We don't have a lot of... I mean, Peter Pan is smiling, but I don't think maybe that's the clue we're going for. I wonder if because it's the Wicked... Yeah, Wicked Clown. So I wonder if this is... We should get rid of villains. Let me get the new poll going. Sorry, so you can start voting. Poll is open for round 4. 8, 10, yeah. 8, 10, and 11. I am curious as to why Alice with the clown. I don't necessarily have strong feelings against it. I wasn't sure what similarity was. Oh, pink and green, the color scheme? Okay. Yeah, because she's kind of got that background. Yeah. That totally makes sense. Totally. So looking at polls, obvious front runner so far is Peter Pan. And then we're quite divided on all the others. It's a toss-up between Little Mermaid, Pinocchio, Queen of Hearts, and Alice. So we all want to keep Dorothy, apparently. So do we want to keep Dorothy and the Little Mermaid? Well, I mean, it depends obviously on the cards Desi has, but with Dorothy and the Mermaid, we at least have, like, I mean, you know, the Swamp Monster or Cthulhu could be sort of a great way to differentiate between the two. So there are some options in the Spookies deck to differentiate between Dorothy and Little Mermaid. So I think that's a better split than Alice and Dorothy. Okay, noted. Karen, I saw your message. So, yeah, the clown hair with the Queen of Hearts. Yeah, I mean, Queen of Hearts definitely has to go. The pointy hat with Pinocchio definitely has to go. I think... Yeah, but between the two, I'd rather give Desi at least a difference between land, you know, road and water versus, you know, two heroines that both go on journeys through mythical lands. So I think if I got to break the tie, we'll remove Alice and we're going to leave Dorothy and the Little Mermaid. Because I know we at least have the possibility of Cthulhu and Swamp Monster coming up to make that an easy choice for Desi. So. Oh, sorry. With Jeffers' vote there, that actually means that we are removing Dorothy. So hang on a second. So now the tie is, you know, I think Pinocchio and Queen. So that is pretty much the straight. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. Here we go. I don't know about Dorothy. Eesh. Ah! So close. So close. It was definitely a challenge, though. That was tricky. Because we had a lot of heroines in that spread. A lot. So. Alrighty. Karen, you said you would rather do the animal one. Okay. Let me hop on over there. Did you have Cthulhu? Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to blame Jeffra, but it was Jeffra. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to think of the cards in the trying to think of all the cards in the Spookies deck. What of the pairings we had the choices for? What would work best? And I was like, I mean, you could if you had Swamp Monster Cthulhu, the aquatic versus not aquatic. Headless Horseman might have worked for Dorothy, you know, for the road between the two. Cool. All right. Karen's up, and we're going to do the animal split here.
And have you already clicked it? Or am I having a problem with my app?
If you've been sitting idle in it for a bit, you might have to just back out and come back in. That does happen sometimes. When you're on the play online menu, if you're there for a while, and you don't,
I was.
yeah. Okay.
Come on, load.
Yeah, mine's
Sorry,
kind of
guys.
taking a second too. So. Wait, what? Never come back again? What? Oh, come now, Jeffrey.
Yay,
Okay.
I got it.
It loaded for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it took.
I'll mute myself back up.
Yeah, it took a hot minute there.
Oh.
All right, let's get go back to the super source. Okay. All right, so it's the regular original animals deck with clues from wild animals. What is interesting though is it like blocked out our username, so I hope this works. I hope this is functional. Timon, thanks for hanging out, lurking. Good night. Rest well, my friend. All right, so we've got the red fox, the wolf, the cow, the donkey, the tortoise, the woodpecker, the peacock, the rabbit, the lizard, the hen, the beaver, and the bear. Karen's first clue is in. Whole cards out too. Thank you. Thanks for those gift subs, Ryan. That was amazing. Much appreciated, brother. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, and Ryan is lurking and has pleasantly arranged themselves among the wallflowers. Okay. It is not like the gorilla. Mammal, mainly herbivore. Africa, it is the largest living primate living in tropical or subtropical forests. Okay. Let me get a poll open. It's good. Yeah, I'm with you, Desi. My first instinct was the bear as well. I like the bear. Possibly the wolf, but I know that there's no larger animal in the base animals deck than the bear. Well, the poll is open, so you can cast your vote one way or the other. The only thing is, and this is me thinking on my meta level of having played this game so much, is if the wolf is the wrong answer, if we should not pick the wolf, there are so many other cards she could have dropped to keep us from the wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like, chances are she's holding like, I don't know, crud, I'm drawing a blank on what's all. Oh, like tigers or something like that. You know, a more a more predatory hunting animal. So. Are they? I know grizzlies get pretty big around here. All right. Well, we'll go with the bear. And we're okay. No sense in aching too much over the first poll. Oh, interesting. Okay. Cows are the biggest thing. Maybe horses. Oh, yeah, because horses are in the base animals deck, too, right? I think so. Yeah. All right, new clue is in. Komodo dragon. Not like the Komodo dragon. Reptile carnivore found only in some Indonesian islands. It is the largest living species of lizard. So, probably looking at removing that lizard now, right? At least the lizard. Turtle would probably be a safe second, but open to other interpretations. Yeah, but I'm totally, yeah, all right, yeah, me, Matt, and Desi, we're all on the same page. Get rid of them scaly ones. All right. And remove. Ha 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 ha. Okay. I hope I hope Jeffers' internet comes back, because yeah, that's... Blackouts are never fun, especially when like you're just completely, if you feel like you're completely unprepared for one. Like I'm living in a house with stairs again, so I'm a little concerned about like because right now I have my studio completely blacked out, especially it's nighttime anyway. So if I were to lose power right now, I am sitting in the dark with cables and things, and so it'd be a pain for me to try to figure out how to get to a part of the house where I can kind of find my bearings. And I'd have to climb stairs too in the dark, in pitch dark. That reminds me, I should probably get a flashlight to keep here hanging on the wall in case I ever do lose power, so I can at least get to the fuse box. Actually, that's not true. As long as my phone's in the room and is charged, I have the light on my phone. I would be okay. All right, new clue for round 3. It is similar to the bat. Mammal, insectivore, everywhere except Antarctica. It's the only mammal capable of true sustained flight. Okay, so it is one of the flyers then. Is that what we should take away? At least one of the... I mean, I don't know if we want to lump the chicken in with that crowd. But... yeah. Someday, I mean, I would love, when I was at the Dice Tower, we spec'd a UPS unit for power, so that because I mean, in Florida, a thunderstorm just kind of moves into the area and power goes out in places in Florida. So, we had a UPS unit set up where we ran the router and the streaming PC and cameras all through it. So that way, and it did happen. There's actually a stream where Z Garcia was streaming Arkham Horror, the card game, and we lost power. So, oh yeah, we had all of our lights going through too. The only thing that wasn't going through it was the background monitor. They had a TV on the wall. And so when we lost power, the stream kept going, but Z lost his confidence monitor and he lost the set monitor, and that just turned into static, because when power did come back, because power outages in Florida are always like they just sort of fluctuate. So we had everything through UPS, so it was it has a battery supply. We can go like 2 hours without power. So we can finish a stream or kind of thing. And I would love to get UPS stuff for my studio, but they are very expensive. So, all right. Votes for that. 2, 3, 4, 11. Because the other thing, this particular unit that I want also protects from lightning strikes, which is an issue. I have typical Home Depot surge protectors on all of my mission essential equipment, but I would love to get UPS units everywhere too. Someday. Yeah. Yeah. So with the votes, we're looking. So we got to remove 3. So cow and donkey are the lead. We have a split between the wolf and the beaver. Because of the pointy ears, if I got to break that tie, let's get rid of the beaver, because the bat is more hunter-like, and they have the same kind of, ears, pointy ears. So, we'll get rid of the beaver. That's what I think. Boom. All right. Round 4. Not like the albatross. Bird, mainly southern hemisphere. It eats cephalopods, fish, crustaceans, and organ meat. Okay. So maybe we're a little mistaken with the bird thing, flyers. Maybe we should stick with sort of the... You know what I am noticing is the bat. I mean, the bat has kind of crazy eyes there. Oh, Misty's heading out. Good night, Misty. Sorry if I didn't see it soon enough and you're gone already. Good night, good night, good night. Well, it's not just pointy ears. I also noticed that, like, the bat's kind of... It has kind of crazy eyes, but it's looking off to the left there. And if we go to the wolf, he's looking off to the left, and so is the bunny. And they're gray. They have pointy ears. So yeah, Desi's ready to get rid of the birds. And I don't know about the bunny. Yeah. Matt says 6, 7, 10, non-meat eating rabbit, leaving us with eared meat eaters, fox and wolf. You know what? I like that logic. I think that's good. I think Matt's logic is kind of sound. Of course, I don't know. What if it is the bunny? Because if you look at the other clues we have, it could, if the bat clue is just in pointy ears and color scheme alone, the bunny is a good option. Yeah. Well, we will at least give Games of Fire a herbivore versus carnivore if we get rid of the fox. And we just do wolf and bunny, which is I think that's how I'll settle the tie break. So there we go. Oh no! Ah! Should have listened to Matt. Oh, bummer. Bummer. It was a valiant effort. Valiant effort, for sure. But alas, it was not meant to be. Yep. It's I'll own that one. All right, I think I should probably actually call it here. I apologize. I do have a little bit of work I need to wrap up before the hours get too late on me. So, yeah, it can be tricky, Games of Fire. So, yeah, and Jeffrey wasn't even in to misdirect. So yeah, I have some cat puke I have to go clean up, and then I have a project I'd like to finish up before the wee hours of the morning are upon me.